All right, my name is Mark Schipper-Mueller. I'm the product manager for camera systems. I have to say one of the product manager for camera systems at ARRI, and I will give you a little update on the Alexa camera. The Alexa camera is very successful. In fact, the vast majority of commercials, of television, TV series, and of course feature films are being shot with Alexa cameras now. And that is because of the inherent qualities of the camera, but also because we continue to develop new features for the Alexa in software available as licenses, but also available as hardware. Our point with the Alexa right now is that the Alexa is here, it's very successful, and it is future-proof. And we invite you to come to the ARRI booth. We have a 4K Sony display where we're showing Alexa ARRI raw images up-res to 4K, and they look spectacular. And we also have a new Dolby display that shows images at extended dynamic range with much, much higher contrast, and Alexa images also look very cool on that. So whatever the future holds, Alexa is a very future-proof camera, but come take a look at these images yourself. It's rather interesting, it's the same images. Earlier this year, we introduced the Alexa XT camera. It was very, very well received, and we have a large number of cameras already out in the field shooting. A lot of people are using it for ARRI RAW because it is built in ARRI RAW. We're having a lot of anamorphic features because of the 4:3 capability. But we're also having people shoot in spherical with the Alexa XT cameras. Now at this show, we have 3 announcements. The first is for the Alexa XT cameras and Alexa Classic cameras with an XR module upgrade. We have an adapter that allows you to use the new CFast 2.0 cards. These cards will allow you to run ProRes 4x4 up to 120 frames a second in the Alexa, as well as they have longer recording times than the standard S/S Pro cards, and they're the same cards used in the Amira product. Second is we have a new software update. We're probably going to go into an open beta at the end of the month and then deliver some point before the end of the year. I just want to highlight 3 features because you can all take photos of the slide. ProRes 4x4 up to 120 frames a second if you have an XR capture drive or the CFast 2.0 card. We have a new pre-recording mode for specifically the nature photographers. And we're finally introducing DNX HD 444. So anybody who has a DNX license will now get DNX HD 444, which has a relatively high data rate for a codec. There's over 20 new features here. Here's the second slide with the features. So get out your cameras, take the second slide. And I won't go through all of them. They're all in the ARRI News, they're online, and you can take your own photos. Next, I'll have a little sneak peek of a feature we're playing with right now. This is what we're calling Open Gate. The Alexa has a sensor that has more photo cells than what we have used so far in 16:9 or 4:3 modes. And with the Open Gate mode, we're actually going to be using all the photo cells of the Alexa sensor. As you can see, 3424 by 2202. Now, I doubt people are going to shoot whole feature films in this mode, but it's going to be great for visual effects plates, repositioning, resizing, stabilizing, all that stuff that people nowadays want to do. Moving on to some research projects we're doing. We have a research project that is called a motion scene camera, where a time of flight camera is attached to where normally the viewfinder sits on an Alexa Studio. So through the same lens, we can capture an Alexa image, but also capture depth information that gives you a Z-depth map, a map of how far things are away, which will be great to use in post-production. And you can actually take a look at that in Hall 8 G41. This is a co-production with a European Union project. All of that shows you that we're still working on the Alexa. We're developing new software, new hardware for the Alexa, and we think it's a very future-proof product. And it was pretty much alone up there, and now the Alexa has received a companion. And to introduce the Amira camera, I'll introduce Markus Dürnau, my co-product manager for camera systems. Thank you.